Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Carson and welcome to the third episode of How to Code Your Own Discord Bot. In this episode we're going to be looking at permissions and checking if a certain member who's sent a message and trying to execute a command has a certain permission. So let's get straight into it. First thing we're going to want to do is copy the code from ping.js and make a new file called permissions.js. Going to want to paste the code into permissions and name it perms, and then for the description let's change it to checks if a user has a permission. Then remove the message.channel.send. So to check if a user has a certain permission, you're going to want to actually make the command. So we're going to want to have if we're going to want to have message.channel.send you have the permission. But before that line you're going to want to have, and this is going to be what you're going to want to have, you're going to want to say if, open up your brackets, message dot member dot has permission, open up brackets, then your square brackets, do speech marks and do manage underscore channels, I think it is. Let me just quickly double check. Yeah, it is. And then open up your curly brackets and you're going to want to put this in. And then you're going to want to have else message.channel.send you do not have the correct perms. So that's pretty much the code done. I'm near sure, now that is off the top of my head, I have nothing on the other screen, but let's see. So if we go into index.js and if we just copy the ping command, so copy, need to have, let's do a few lines, yeah, that's good. Then let's have, they're not meaning to do that twice, bop, 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 perfect. But this needs to be indented. Then let's change this to perms, and let's just make if the message says hi, or no, let's just say perm. And now if we run the bot, we should see the bot come online. Yes. Also, I've added my alt account because obviously I will have all permissions, so let's just test it for now. Okay, so you see it says you have the permission, but if I go to my alt account, this account has no permissions. So if I type in perm, you do not have the correct perms. So that's it working. But then if I give my alt a rule which has managed channel permissions, so if I go to server settings, you can see manage channel permissions are on. Then if I type in perm, you can see that it says you have the permission. So obviously if we were going to be using that for something such as clearing messages, changing the slow mode, it would make more sense, but it doesn't make much sense just to have it for a certain word. But it can be quite good if you want to have it like filter a word. So let's say if the word was subscribe to Carson, which you do want to do, by the way, more videos coming very soon, but then you can say like, or even if it has subscribe to in it, subscribe to, then you can say like, let's say if the person has level 10 plus Obviously I'm not going to put that in, but for example, then you can just say subscribe to above, let's just say. Then you do not have the correct terms to advertise. So then it's still manage channel permissions, but this is a way that it can be used. So if I say subscribe to, I forgot to restart the bot. See, no. Oh, I'm trying to type too fast. No dot. Then if we go back onto the bot, we can say subscribe to, and it never worked for some reason. Subscribe to, it's wanting the space as well. That's why. Let's fix it. There we go. Now if we write subscribe to, there we go, it says subscribe to above. But if I remove the permissions of my alt account and write subscribe to, you do not have the correct terms to advertise. So you could also get this to delete the message, but that is for another episode, where I will teach you how to clear messages and get a bot to actually delete a message if a certain thing is said. So let's say the bot was just, I know someone was just a spam like that. You could make it where the bot just removes the message instantly. But that's for another episode, and that's all for this episode. Quite a short one, but that means there will hopefully be 2 out tomorrow, which will be very good, and we'll be getting right through the bot quite quickly. But this just basically getting us on the right steps to moving on quite quickly, and we'll in the next episode actually start writing useful commands and getting the bot up and running properly, instead of just doing some quick test commands and stuff like that. So by this stage you should have a basic understanding of Discord.js, but you'll learn more as you go on. So again, thanks so much for watching, and peace.